Hi everyone. So, what came through today was about it's so relevant for the times that are happening right now. It's the energy of out with the old, in with the new. And especially because the eclipse literally just happened like a couple hours ago here in the East Coast. Um, I, t- Man, did I feel it. It's just like almost like that in between space that I've been feeling a little bit lately, but like more. The energy is just my whole, like, just walking around my house, the energy just feels like, I don't want to say foreign, but it's shifted, completely shifted. And I felt myself shift into this new space. And one really great way to move and flow with this shift is through affirmations and through, really speaking to your higher self about the old. So, a lot of people through our journeys, especially with light workers, so, mostly light workers will probably be listening to this message right now. If you're guided to my channel, you're likely a light worker because you're ready to hear this information. You're a vibrational match to it. So, when we go through our journeys, a lot of us choose to go through a lot of trials and tribulations to grow, in order to feel the extreme lows, so then we are able to um, appreciate, understand, and really feel the highs. Uh, it's this back and forth. The more so, this is okay. Here's an example. This is why I feel a lot of people who go through the ringer in life have such a greater opportunity to feel bliss and happiness. And that's because they know what it feels like to feel that opposite feeling. They know what it feels like to be poor. They know what it feels like to be abused. Any of these things that we have experienced in our lives, if we can get past them, if we can get through these cycles, we're then able to experience this growth within ourselves, this growth that will allow us to connect with our higher self and feel the bliss that it's our birthright. We're able to tap into it. We're not puppets. We're not slaves to this system anymore. So if we maybe still, some things are still lingering, some cycles are still lingering. And I know even through this past spring, a lot of us had been, purging a lot of the last little things before we merge into 5D, but everybody is not merging at the same time. The event happens within each individual. The event is not something for everybody that is gonna, it's not some obvious, like, everybody just shifted, or like revelation in the Bible. It's not that. Or 2012 and all these things. Everybody wants to pinpoint an event. The event is within the individual. Everybody's going to shift into 5D at their own pace with their own free will. So, what I want to come back to is how we can use affirmations and this communication with our higher self to help push us and build more momentum behind us moving into 5D. And one of those ways to do that is to just speak to your higher self and say, thank you. Thank you for bringing me this cycle of, abuse or relationship issues or things with my parents or dealing with death of people who are close to me. I know my boyfriend, one of the cycles that he experienced in his life was losing his brother, losing people who are very close to him. And this was something that he chose to experience to allow him to grow. For me, there were relationship things that were cycles within the DNA and my family lineage that I chose to come in and clear for my family, to clear for myself, to clear for the collective, anyone that's going through this cycle in relationships or with family issues. I mean, there's a million things. What have you struggled with? What have you struggled with? As a light worker, you chose that in order to grow. So what we can do is we can have this conversation with our higher self and say, thank you for these cycles. Thank you for these experiences. Thank you for allowing me to grow. I've learned, I've grown, and I'm ready to completely release these and merge in to abundance in every aspect of my life. So for example, I was born basically into a situation where I was able to experience what it's like to be very poor. And because of that, it took me through cycle after cycle of like learning to be in survival mode. And now I'm saying to the universe, thank you for this lesson. Thank you for these experiences that I chose before I came in here. Because when you speak to your higher self, you're speaking to another aspect of you who chose to come in here and grow. Thank you for this. Thank you for these opportunities to grow. And now I'm ready to completely release these cycles and move into abundance in every aspect of my life, with love, joy, financially, in whatever ways that you've asked the universe and put into your vortex, as Abraham Hicks would say. All these things that you put in your vortex, I'm ready to receive that abundance in every aspect of my life. We have to take these old belief systems that we have perpetuated through our lives and say, I'm replacing these old belief systems with belief systems that serve my highest good. Belief systems that are going to propel me into a life of abundance in the 5D. The 5D is that heaven on earth. We're all coming into it. Even people who are not light workers are shifting, but everyone does it on their own free will. The event is within the individual. And I want to keep emphasizing that because everyone's waiting around and has this expectation of this event or whatever is going to happen. Stop waiting. Stop expecting anything. If you have things and desires that you want, write them all down. Don't expect them. Just know the universe is going to lay everything out exactly the way that is going to be beyond what you could have planned out. Beyond anything. You can put out, the universe knows what you want. You think it and you put it out into the universe. It knows what you want. And because we've experienced these lows and the old cycles, the universe knows what you don't want. And because the universe knows what you don't want, it knows what you do want, because it's the opposite of that. It's felt those feelings. You felt those feelings going through those cycles. And when you feel that, you express to the universe that you want the opposite. How you feel vibrationally is everything. And that's what we also need to do. We need to come into alignment with this abundance that we want to receive into our life. But we also have to declare to our higher self that we're done with these cycles. We appreciate the growth, and we're ready to cut these ties with these old cycles and move into this new earth. Embrace it. Live in the moment. Use your intuition. Don't be a planner. Be a dot. And expand. Literally, just expand infinitely. And feel that. You will feel it. And that's just a quick message I want to bring through today. Have that conversation with your higher self about releasing the old cycles, releasing the old, and bringing in the new. And you're ready for abundance in every aspect of your life. And I really hope this message helps you, especially today, July 2nd, 2019, the solar eclipse. This is a beautiful day to have that conversation. And that's why, I know that's why they wanted me to bring this video today. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day and that you have this conversation. You take your free will and you decide to have this conversation and let go of those things that you have been using as a tool to grow and bring in this new abundance in every aspect of your life, because you deserve it. It is your birthright. I love you guys, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. If you want to check me out on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, I'm Kelsey. You can just search Kelsey Franks. I'll pop up on all of those social media networks. And my website's www.kelseyfranks.com for any of my services if you would want to check those out. See you guys.